All right, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to access assessments in the textbook portal and maybe how to prepare for them as well. So, within the units of the year, you will find things like the boss, which is the test for the entire unit. And then within each lesson, there might be one or two villains, which are the quizzes. When you click on a villain, it will give you a description of what I'm about to describe to you guys in this video. But basically, it says that you have to complete this assignment within the textbook portal, and once you are done, you're supposed to add the assignment to the biology mastery evidence portfolio. And I have a different video that talks about how to do that. But before you take it, you should prepare for it. You can make and study using vocabulary word lists or flashcards or Cornell notes. I have a different video that talks about how to self quiz, and I strongly recommend you look into that. Also, within the textbook portal, there's a lesson self-check that is strongly encouraged. There's a checkpoints tab that has some practice questions. And by the way, if you take pictures of your completed questions and submitted it to the bonus assignment for the unit, you can get points for that. And then you can also complete the "Can you explain it" reflection in your mastery evidence portfolio as possible bonus evidence for mastery. And those can count for both standard mastery and for a skill of explaining. Now, you can also practice using practice worksheets and other resources I have in my unit files. And the best place to find that, I have a different video that talks about that, but the very first link at the top of the unit will usually give you a link to the main resources associated with that topic. So these are just some ideas of what you could do for practice, and I have videos on each of these ideas that you can study for separately. But if you go into the textbook portal, so let's go ahead and do that. To do that, you have to go to Clever. Now, it looks a little bit different for me as a teacher, but there should be a link that looks like this, the smiley face and the words "add" on it. And once you click on it, it should log you in into the textbook portal. And then if you have a quiz that's due, it should show up right on your dashboard as it shows up for me here. It says assignments due today, right? Now, my dashboard looks different from yours because you have, because I'm a teacher. If you don't see the quiz there, it may be overdue to the point that it can't be done anymore. But sometimes there's a link by the assignments that says view all assignments. And in there, you can see future assignments and past assignments you haven't completed as well. So that's how you would do it. And if it was a boss, it would be in the same place. Then you just click on it and start taking it. Now, you can only do that for mastery points if you do it within 1 week of the deadline under teacher supervision. That means you have to do it during class or during SDL time, during a planning period or after school session where you meet with the teacher to take the quiz. So you can't really just take the quiz whenever you want. You have to do it under teacher supervision. You can it's always available here for you to look at, but if you take it when it's outside of the class time, then you cannot earn mastery point skills or evidence for that. So again, once you finish taking your quiz, you want to put that on your portfolio. So let me go back to the Schoology page we were in for biology. And then if you're in biology, there should be at the very top of your course content, right there should be a biology mastery evidence portfolio. And if you click on that, you should be able to enter your grades. Now, there's videos here that explain how to do that, to how to put your assignment there. But what I want to show you is that within the quiz itself, right, it will tell you which part of the portfolio you're supposed to put that. Actually, that's true of any assignment. Any assignment you open within Schoology will tell you within the assignment what it can be counted towards. So this one, for example, says evidence of mastery of content standard functions in Earth's system. So content standard 181, which is Unit 1, Standard A. All right. So that's just some ideas on how to study for your quiz. Remember, I do have separate videos which are linked here on the instructions for the quiz that talk about each of those skills, how to prepare for the quiz, and how to do extra practice or how to do things. The only other thing that I think maybe I should show you is like and I already did on a different video when I talk about the textbook. But if you look at the uh, textbook, where do you find those lesson self checks? And for the test, the unit practice. So after each lesson is over, there's a lesson self check. And if you click on that lesson self check, there's your can you explain it? You can do that yellow question on your workbook. There's also the checkpoints, and that can be worth practice points and also great practice because it's like quiz like questions. If you can't answer these, you're probably not ready for the quiz. And there's where you have the unit practice and review. This is the same kind of thing, except it's for the entire unit, right? So these are great ideas on what to do before a quiz. You got this, you got self-quizzing with flashcards, notes, or study lists. You can check the vocabulary list and the objectives. And those are listed on the main resource document at the top of the unit as well, right? You can check your, you can look at some extra practice and do what you need to do to make sure you're ready for that quiz. Now, remember, you must take it in class, either the day it's assigned or within a week of the due date in order to be able to count that assessment for mastery. If you don't, you have to look at other options for mastery, which aren't a quiz, because that's the window that you are allowed to use that assessment for that. So I hope you find this helpful, and I'll see you guys on the next video.